So 5-3 says one way to write a percentage is as a ratio, which is a comparison of parts out of 100. For example, the ratio of 15 over 100 or 15 hundredths represents 15 parts out of 100 total parts. Jill represented the amount of saturated fat of the recommended daily amount as a ratio 3/20. What does the 3 represent? What does the 20 represent? So when we're looking at this right here, when we're talking about 3/20, like this, so 3 is in reference to how many grams of cheesy mac we should, or how many grams of saturated fat is in cheesy mac, excuse me. And the 20 is in reference to how many we should have in the day. So we have 3 grams in the one serving out of the 20 grams in the entire day. So we're going to go ahead and write that right here. Stuff in the way. So her 3 represents the fat in the cheesy mac. Nope, we're going to change that, and I don't know where my whiteout is. I've been fighting that all day.
Herman, you're going home. Nathan, you're going home.
So we have the amount. We have the amount of fat in one serving. Jill's 20 though represents the amount for the day, the whole day. Going back to look at Bravo, it says the ratios 15 over 100 and 3 over 20 are 2 different ways to compare the saturated fat in one serving to the recommended daily amount. How can you show that these ratios are equivalent / the same? So it has on here, so we have 3/20 and we have 15 hundredths. So for me to be able to show that it is the same, when I'm looking at these, I see a giant 1. So if I multiply what it was for the servings, or for the saturated fat here, so I have 20 times something gives me 100, and 3 times something gives me 15. I know 3 times something that gives me 15, probably quicker, that is 5. If I have $100 in my pocket and it's $20 bills, that means I have 5 of them. So in this way, because we have that giant 1, that means that they are equal or equivalent. The other way I could do that is I could change it to if I am a decimal lover instead of a fraction lover, I could divide 3 by 20, get a decimal, then divide 15 by 100, or 15 hundredths. That should also give me the same decimal. That would be another way that I could show that it was equivalent. If I change to percent, 15%, I change this to a percent. Actually, with the same method, I should also get the same percentage.